All right, so this is today's winner of If Trump Said It, It Must Be True. So I'm going to let him talk, and then I'll be back in a second.
You know who's in full panic mode right now? The over 8,000 people that Joe Biden pardoned. As we all know, use that AutoPen. And President Trump said today, they're null and void. Let the games begin.
Now, of course, he's talking about Trump's allegations that Biden used the AutoPen for all of his pardons over his 4 years in office. And of course, Trump's accusation comes from this Heritage Foundation X.com account, who wrote this and said, "We gathered every document we could find with Biden's signature over the course of his presidency. All used the same AutoPen signature, except for the announcement that the former president was dropping out of the race last year." Well, let's take a look at that, shall we? And if we're really questioning pardons, why wouldn't we go to the Office of the Pardon Attorney, which has every pardon for all the last presidents, and it's at this address right here, justice.gov/pardon/clemency-recipients. So as you can see, I've downloaded 4 of Joe Biden's pardons here throughout his presidency, and if we were to believe the Heritage Foundation and this creator, these should all have the exact same signature. But let's take a closer look. As you can see here, this is a full and unconditional pardon to Hunter Biden, and that's what his signature looks like there. You can see he kind of messed up the B. He's got a period behind the R and an underline over here and another little period at the end. Now we move over to this one, another full and unconditional pardon, this one for Dexter Eugene Jackson, and this signature is totally different than this one. First of all, there's no underline, there's no period after the R or out here at the N. Now we're going to go over to this one, which is another full and unconditional pardon. This is Abraham Bolden, and you can see this signature is much different than this one. You got an underline there. The H is real tiny down there at the bottom. This is a completely different H, and this is a totally different signature. Now on to the last one, a full and unconditional pardon to Betty Bogans. And as you can see, this signature is different than this one, is different than this one, and different than this one. And here, I've even cut these 4 signatures out and pasted them one on top of the other so you can pause to read and see how different each of those are. So I ask MAGA supporters again, how many lies is Donald Trump going to have to tell before you finally start disbelieving him just a little bit?